Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about a sport that's been around since early 1500s. It's called darts. Unlike most sports, anyone can play, no matter their age, their size, their weight, even certain handicaps, and they can be good at it too. It all started back with King Henry VIII of England. He wanted his troops to practice all year long with a bow and arrow. He wanted the best archers in the land. One day these shooters were out practicing and they decided to throw the arrows at the target. Well, this in turn became a game to see who could throw the best arrow. Well, later on, and weather got severe, they'd go inside of the pubs and do this game. Well, with no room, they decided to shorten the arrows, and for a target, they used the bottom of an ale or a wine barrel and just hung it on the wall. At that time, the barrels were getting scarce, so some young man decided to cross-cut a tree trunk and hang that on the wall. And that gave them a target. With the age rings of the tree trunk, that just gave them areas to shoot at. And as the tree trunk stayed there and hung, it dried out. And in turn, it started to split. And that gave them even more proportions of it to aim at. Now, let's talk about the dartboard itself. The dartboard itself needs to be hung properly. And the only way to hang it properly is to follow the directions that come with your dartboard. The official height for a dartboard is 5 foot 8 inches from the floor, from the center of the bullseye. I have a board here behind me. The very center of this board, there's a little black dot. It's called the bullseye. I'll show you a little close-up of this in just a little bit. From that center of that bull to your floor needs to be 5 foot 8 inches. Once you get the board hung, then you need to measure off the distance from the board to your throw line or your toe line. This is an area marked, and that's where you'll be throwing your darts from at the board. When you measure that, you have to measure from the face of the dartboard, not from the wall, but from the face of the dartboard. You want to measure off and come back 7 foot 9 1/4 inches. And once you get it marked, you can take just a piece of tape, like I got a piece of duct tape here about 3 foot long, and just lay it out across, and that is your throw line. You can shoot anywhere you want from behind that line. You can stretch your body over that line as far as you want, but your feet cannot pass that line. Now let's talk a little bit about the darts. There's two kinds of dart boards. There's electronic, and then you have the original. The difference in the darts is with a board like this, they use metal darts so that they can stick into the board. With electronic dartboard, they use plastic darts. They've got little holes and their darts will stick in the board. This is a dart for this board behind me. This is all metal. This is your point, the end of it here, and then you have your barrel and the feathers, what you want to call it back here, this is called your flight. Now with a plastic dart, it's identical to that. The only difference is it's a plastic tip, and the barrel and the flight are all one piece. Compared to this one, these flights come right off to be replaced. Now let's talk about the board just a little bit. I want to give you an idea of what the board really looks like. Now I want to talk about the dartboard. This is the dartboard. The center you see here is the center bull. And then you have an outer bowl. And then you have all these sections going up. You have a center ring here and an outer ring here. All of these numbers project this area. The 13, the 4, this is all the 4. If you throw a dart in this area here, the tan area, either or, it's 4 points. If you throw it in this outer ring here, it doubles. It's worth 8 points. If you hit this ring in the center here, that's a triple. That would make it 12 points. So the same as 20. This is all the black, these two areas are the 20 points. Up here's a double, it would make it 40. Here's a triple, it'd make it 60. The outer bowl is usually worth 25. The center bowl is usually worth 50. We also have chalkboards on both sides of the board where you can keep your score. Okay, there's many different games you can play on a dartboard. The chalkboard here, it says cricket, but let's not get into that one right now. Let's talk about one of the easiest games to learn to play darts first. It's called round the clock. It's very easy. You start with the 1 and you aim at the 1. Just keep aiming, throwing your darts until you hit the number 1. And once you hit the number 1, then move on to the number 2. Once you hit the number 2, move on to the number 3. And continue through until you get to the 20. Once you've hit 1 through 20, then go for the outer bowl. Once you get the outer bowl, then shoot for the inner bowl. Once you've completed all of that, you've played the full game. Once you get to, just keep practicing and practicing. And once you get down where you can put that dart anywhere you want to put it, then get into some other games like cricket. It's a very fun pastime to play. Very nice, very entertaining, relaxing. It can be played with by yourself. It can be played up with many players. It don't matter how many players you want to play with. You can play in teams if you want to play in teams. It all works the same way. As a demonstrator today, I want to remind everyone, it doesn't matter who you are or what walk of life you come from. Anyone can play the game. Anybody at all. So if you're looking for a great pastime, just want to have some fun, get you a dartboard. A cheap board, $20, $30. A board like this, you pay a little more. Electronic games, you can buy real cheap electronic games, same way. I'd like to thank everyone who joined me today, and I hope that I shed a little light on the game of darts. And it's a game loved by all. You just try it, you'll like it. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and get you a dartboard and throw some darts. Thank you.